plaguing the field of medical research, and it is no illness. Rather, it is the overhyping, downright lying, and illegal practice surrounding stem cell clinics. According to the National Institutes of Health, stem cells are a unique type of cell because they have the ability to renew themselves through cell division. Additionally, when stem cells are experimentally manipulated, they have the potential to become specific tissues or organs capable of performing specific functions. Stem cells are important in human development as they quite literally give rise to the human body, from the 3 to 5 day old blastocyst, including all of our special cells and organs. Stem cells also allow our body to naturally repair itself when it becomes injured. The unique properties of stem cells caught scientists' attentions decades ago, and today, clinics are playing with stem cells to try and cure numerous diseases.
However, this regenerative medicine is far from perfected, and no clinic should be advertising that they have technology capable of curing anything yet. Some clinics are doing this, though, which harms the individual desperately looking for treatment and the credibility of any future treatments that are being worked on. Today, we are going to look into a clinic that is claiming that they have found cures for not just one disease, but many, in a wide range of them. Regeneris Medical is a medical clinic operating in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. Its street address is 465 South Washington Street, and their website is www.regenerismedical.com.
The clinic was founded by Ryan Welter, who claims he received a doctorate in biochemistry and molecular biology from Oklahoma State University, and his MD from University of Oklahoma, going on to complete residency at Brown University Medical School. He also claims to be a clinical associate professor at the Ivy League school. In referencing Brown's associates, Welter's name does not appear to be listed.
Past reviews from employees to be found on Indeed.com help show the shady practices of the clinic. The reviews are either 5 stars with no criticism, likely posted by management, or stunningly terrible. Some particularly concerning excerpts were, patient care and safety are not a priority and the main concern is money. And, it's all about the CEO's and management's money, they don't even care about the patients.
Regeneris Medical claims to treat a large number of ailments and offers procedures of many varieties. Truly, the list is quite impressive. It includes orthopedics, anti-aging procedures, hair restoration, treatment for rheumatoid arthritis, sexual wellness, and heart attack treatment. A consultation is needed to determine the cost of those treatments.
The type of stem cells marketed by Regeneris Medical are mesenchymal stem cells, or MSCs for short. These cells are a popular choice for illegally operating clinics, seeing as they are easily isolated from bone marrow and fat. They are marketed for their amazing healing properties in spite of little research-based evidence. MSCs do hone into damaged tissues, releasing chemical signals that stimulate repair in tissue and reducing inflammation. But it is unclear whether the cells will do this outside of areas that are normally found in the body. Illegal clinics have been known to inject MSCs from parts of the body, such as fat cells, into the brain as well as other regions of the body where they would not naturally be. No research indicates that the cells will heal, for instance, brain tissue and the nervous system.
Furthermore, clinics that use these cells often do so illegally, claiming to be in compliance with the FDA as a 361 clinic in spite of truly being a 351 clinic. The attractiveness of the 361 is that they require no pre-market approval, but this comes with strict guidelines. The FDA defines HCTPs as articles containing or consisting of human cells and tissues that are intended for implantation, transplantation, infusion, or transfer into a human recipient. In order to be considered a 361, clinics must use cells that are minimally manipulated, involving no manufacturer besides cleaning. At one step of MSC extraction involves solid fat being digested by enzymes. I think many would agree that this sounds like more than minimal manipulation. 361s are also required to use only cells intended for homologous use. For instance, fat cells being placed in other areas of fat cells. Placing MSCs found in fat in the brain or elsewhere does not fall under homologous use. If either of these criteria are not met, the clinic is a 351, which requires pre-market approval by the MSCs seem to be used in every treatment that Regeneris Medical offers, except laser vaginal rejuvenation, though different wording may be used across the various treatments.
The website does an excellent job of using vague yet scientific terminology as a way to confuse customers. Many of the people who are looking at the sites are unsure of what they're actually reading, but they believe that Regeneris is ultimately trustworthy due to the medical background that they seem to possess. A quote from their website reads, "We take stem cells from harvested fat, platelet-rich plasma from blood, inject the two into the scalp, work synergistically with the hair follicles to regrow hair." These terms have no scientific backing, but the way in which the process is described leads a reader to believe it is legitimate.
As a patient, it seems that there are numerous options when it comes to the types of treatments you can receive. This clinic claims that after consultations, the patients will be fully aware of the risks associated with the procedures. However, when you look at the website, nothing about any side effects or risks are listed. This should raise a concern to those looking into receiving a treatment, but most patients take this as a sign that the company has perfected their techniques and that no side effects will occur. A false hope.
Additionally, the website does not make claims about the safeness or effectiveness of the treatments, and Regeneris specifically says that the FDA regulations prevent Regeneris Medical from making any claims about expectations for success. This should be a red flag for patients. No claims mean that they typically have no stories to give. This could also indicate that the company is trying to hide from the FDA, as they are illegally operating under a 361 as we previously discussed.
The website claims that trained physicians will be conducting any experimental procedures, but it can be derived that the physicians most likely do not have the medical licenses or any training in stem cell procedures. The only member listed to have a medical degree is Ryan Welter, the CEO. He has license information on the Massachusetts State Medical Board website. That said, he specializes in dermatology and family medicine. Regarding his qualification for stem cell procedures, more information is needed. This is pretty concerning considering the ambitious range of treatments offered at Regeneris Medical. More concerning yet is that Walter lists himself as clinical associate professor at Brown Medical School, but we were unable to find him on the Brown Medical School website. This information could be outdated, or he could be flat out lying. We attempted to reach the clinic in order to ask more questions about their practice. We are still waiting a response. It is unclear what kind of follow-up care they provide. Considering this practice is not going to cure the problems of its patients they are hoping to alleviate, it can be assumed that follow-up will be minimal, if present at all.
Is this clinic FDA approved? Regeneris claims that they are, but we don't think that this is the case. According to their site, it says that Regeneris surgical procedures fall under the category of physician's practice of medicine, wherein the physician and patient are free to consider their chosen course of treatment. The FDA does have guidelines about treatment and manipulations of patients' own tissues. At Regeneris Medical, we meet these guidelines by providing same-day treatment with patients' own cells that undergo minimal manipulation and are inserted during the same visit. End quote. However, we cannot find them on any of the websites for FDA approval.
So, what exactly are the laws? Who makes them, and what are they? The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, regulates interstate commerce in human cells and tissue-based products under the Public Health Services Act and the Code of Federal Regulations for Food and Drugs. The requirements are that the cells be minimally manipulated and intended only for homologous use, and not combined with another article, and have no systemic or metabolic effect, or be for autologous use, allogenic use in first or second degree blood relative or reproductive use.
Regeneris Medicine markets their claims with online ads and through the CEO of Regeneris Medicine, Dr. Ryan Welter's YouTube channel, on which there are interviews and short clips in which he discusses the promises and potential of some of his procedures. These claims are not accurate. For instance, Welter claims that stem cell treatments are not more popular with mainstream media because people don't understand the technology is there. However, the real reason these treatments aren't as widely spread is because there is minimal evidence that they are safe and effective.
History, when we're talking about stem cells or cellular therapies in using them in hair transplant, first of all, I'm one of the first people to ever do that. And so we're right on the cutting edge. So it's brand new. So it's not like people haven't had the opportunity just because they haven't really started yet. Okay, so let's be clear about that. So, but on the other side of the coin, fat transfer in of itself, knowing that the stem cells are in the fat and that this potential is there actually has been around for a while. And it is interesting that more people really haven't caught on to figure this out.
In the stem cell field, if it looks like it may be too good to be true, it probably is. There are hundreds of other stem cell clinics taking advantage of people desperate for solutions, and it's necessary to be cautious. If you are interested in being part of stem cell research, go through a large university and other well-known hospitals. Treatments are experimental right now, and you should not be paying thousands of dollars for them. Don't be tricked by the mirage of false hope that these clinics provide. Educate yourself and stand up for yourself.